Yeah.
Got the ARP head studs. These are specific for 11 and 12 coyotes and 18 and up coyotes. They have thicker head studs than the 13 through 17. So according to the directions, I'm going to go ahead and clean all the packing oil off of everything, and then it says to clean the surface of the cylinder head where the washer goes with some brake parts cleaner, carb cleaner, whatever have you. And I'm gonna get them installed, so stay tuned while I do that. I'm not gonna bore you with cleaning grease off of things and whatnot. I'm pretty sure you can figure that out on your own. They're kind of you know, a little difficult to put in with the head sitting on, so it doesn't really matter either way. I don't think it's recommended to do it that way, but I'm going to do it that way anyway. I've seen it done that way multiple times with no issues. This step right here is actually really important. You want to put the supplied ARP assembly grease on I apply a little extra on there, but don't just put a glob on the top and think that that's going to be okay. Just you know, coat it on there really nice. All right, so they recommend these be hand tight. When they say hand tight, that means no torque put on them. So just, I'm using a tool, but I'm just using it to drive it all the way down. Until it stops, which there it is right there. That's all I did on it, and I'm not putting any grunt on it or anything like that, but I'm going to go ahead and install the rest, and then we'll put the head back on and we'll start torquing them, and we'll start to work on the other side. Well, now that I have all the nuts installed on the studs, I'm going to follow the torque sequence that is recommended by ARP. That's the intake side, which, you know, we're pretty much looking at it the same exact way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you're going to go you know, 40 pounds, 80 pounds, 125 pounds. That cylinder head is on. That's awesome. Really happy that progress is coming along. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it around and install the other cylinder head. Alright, y'all, I'm going to keep on trucking along. I'm going to get all the lash adjusters installed. I've had them soaking for a couple hours now. They are very simple. All you got to do is just put them in the little provisions. Nothing too complicated. And while I'm at it, I'll just go ahead and show you how to install. I'll go ahead and show you how to install one of the cam followers. Nothing to it but to do it. There you have it. I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. I don't know if you can see that. These just kind of chill there. Anyway, it's good to go. It's a lot of them to do, so I'm going to get cracking. Alright guys, all of the lash adjusters and cam followers are installed, all 32 of them. Alright, we are about to get into the cam install. Now, I am using, let me get the box. Comp Cams. This is the Stage 3. There's one of the part numbers. Anyway, this is the Comp Cam Stage 3 NSR naturally aspirated camshafts for the 5.0 Coyote. Now, everybody is so curious about the cam install because I think it is a lot more nerve-wracking sounding than it really has to be. Now, you also have to understand I have the pleasure of working with something that's brand new. It's not in the car, it's up on the engine stand. I didn't have to pull the motor to install the cams. So I am grateful for that. However, a cam install is a cam install. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lubricate the journals and the cam followers. Get them all squirted down. And it's just engine oil, so I mean, you can be about as liberal as you want to with it. It's all going to be changed after the break-in. Set that right up here. By the way, I put some, just to give you a show, I put some painter's tape over top of the intake runners. That way, nothing goes down inside the cylinder head. Good practice, just FYI. So the let's see, which one is this? This is the exhaust. Okay, the main thing you need to remember: intake, exhaust. The exhaust cam is going to be closer to the exhaust ports. The intake cam is going to be closer to the intake port. Now, if you get mixed up, if you get the cams mixed up, they will only fit on one side or the other. They will not, like the driver side bank will not fit into the passenger side bank because of spacing reasons. But you also have to remember that the passenger side is always referred to as the yes, I'm sorry. God, I'm getting sidetracked here. The passenger side is always referred to as the right side. The driver side is always referred to as the left side. That's kind of confusing because when you're looking at the engine at the front, you're going to say this is left, that's right, but that's opposite. This is left, this is right. So the first cam I'm going to put in is the intake cam. Let's get this box open here. They package these really well. Now you have every right to be nervous, but you have nothing to be scared of. I would be more scared of dropping one of the cams, but every single one of these cams comes with awesome stickers and they come with the instructions. And quite honestly, you can follow the instructions from Ford, like a workshop manual or whatever, their OEM. There's tons of great references, not very many videos, but tons of great references. Obviously, this is going to be going towards the front. This will be going towards the rear. And the only thing you really have to line up, guys, with thank God for VCT, is the what they call the bolt holes. That's the reference to that notch. And that is the notch that the there is a little nub that on the back of the, as a matter of fact, I'll show it to you. This is the intake. Let's get the intake cam phaser. Fuck this. Here. the gear, see that little nub right there? Right there. That is what goes in the bolt hole. So you will always be able to check your, verify your timing. VCT, thank God for VCT. That's all I can say. So, on the right bank, let's see, where's the bolt hole got to be? Pretty much at 12 o'clock, and the cam will let you know if it's happy with where it's at, because it's going to be in a neutral position. Kind of, you got to put it in evenly. It does not like being, oh, don't do that. Almost have my glove stuck in there. Alright, and I'm going to reach down here and grab one of these cam caps. These cam caps are pretty much foolproof. You can look at the numbers, and it also has an arrow. You can't really see mine, but I will read off the numbers. That way you know which one I grabbed here. Put that in place. And the only thing that's going to be different from mine and OEM is I have ARP, the cam caps hardware. I'm going to be using ARP. These are not torque to yields. And the factory, if you were using factory style bolts, which are torque to yields, you would torque them to a specific torque rating, and then turn them to whatever degree it calls for. These are just, I believe the torque rating is 70 inch-pounds. So just to speed things up, I'm going to put one more of these cam caps on to make sure the cam doesn't fall out while I'm trying to work here. This one, see, this one's not, I can see that number. That's number 10. And it's, the arrow is facing towards the front of the engine. Sometimes these things can be little assholes. See, the cam let me know it wasn't happy with the way it was placed. It was trying to... That's very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. I can adjust that as needed. And I'll go ahead and do the exhaust. And let me see what Comp Cams calls for. Alright, so the bolt will be facing towards this. Okay, cool. Keep on getting the fingers of my glove stuck in there. Oh wow, what did I just do? Completely wrong. There we go. There we go. going on here? You in there? I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys. Doing the best I can, but so far this is probably one of the more in-depth cam installs on the Coyote that you will see. Now, of course, every generation is probably going to be different. I don't know much about the cams on the Gen 3, but I can imagine it's not much different. Just probably different you know, different timing procedures and stuff. There is a sequence that you follow to tighten these up, and since I'm using ARP hardware, the torque specs and everything, I believe I've said this before, but anyway, you're just basically going to follow this order. This is the right side, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then let's see, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Basically, that's how you're going to do it.